G'day, my name is Lou and today I'm on a nice big property out here with a dog next door barking, which I hope doesn't annoy you too much. I'll try and speak loud, so speak over the dog. The purpose of this video is to talk about one particular type of window. This house has almost exclusively what are called single hung windows. I'll explain. Single hung windows are the windows where the bottom part slides up and down like that. Almost jammed my finger there. There are also double hung where the top bit comes down also. These ones happen to be single hung, and it doesn't matter whether it's single hung or double hung. The issue that you can get with this type of window, or either of the two, is what you may have just noticed just then, is when you lift it up, lift the bottom bit up, it doesn't stay up. When they're working properly, you can just leave it in any position and it'll stay. But this happens a lot, and I think it's on almost every window in this house. You lift it up, it comes crashing down. Now, of course, you don't need to lift it up to clean the window. In fact, you want it down to clean the top and the bottom of the window. But the reason you want to lift the window up is firstly to get the screen out. I've already taken the screen out. You take it out from the inside, and on the inside there are these on the screen, on the inside, the side of the screen that faces the inside of the house, you've got these little pins, one on either side, and in order to be able to pull those pins to pop the screen out, you do need to lift the window up. And another reason why you would need to lift the window up is that when it comes to cleaning it, if you want to get there at the bottom, if you want to do a great job and get all the dust or whatever there is at the bottom, you need to lift it up. Now, the great thing at this house is that the previous owner, the new owner's actually been here only a year, but the previous owner has left this very ingenious little piece of wood. There's one on almost every window, and this serves the purpose of holding the window up. You can see it's got the little piece cut out. It's not totally necessary to do that, but it is better. Makes it easier, as you'll see. Well, it will make it easier to hold it, prop the screen, the window up, and not risking having the stick, move to either side, move away from its position, and then potentially, have your fingers jammed or whatever might happen when that happens. And these are very heavy too, extremely heavy. And I almost jammed my finger there just at the start. So I'll just lift it up and show you. So as you can see, it's holding it up and it's very secure. In fact, I would probably recommend that the addition of cutting that little piece of wood out and making it less likely that when you work, you don't have a situation where the window comes crashing down and jams your fingers. So what I'm going to do is, I haven't actually cleaned the window yet, but now that I've got the window up, the bottom sash up, I'm going to get in there with my wet towel and just clean around. Now, as you can guess, it's a little bit hard to clean where the stick is, and so it's quite easy just to move the stick to the side and clean where the stick was. I mean, it wouldn't even be a bad thing to have two sticks, and then you'd feel even extra secure. That even if one, for some reason, you knocked it then the other one would still hold the window up, and you wouldn't have your fingers squashed. So, but anyway, I've cleaned that reasonably well. Screwdrivers come in handy in these situations to get in the little corners. In fact, I'll do a little bit more with a screwdriver. Okay, so I think I've cleaned in there pretty well. I haven't actually cleaned the window yet, so if you like, looks like the dogs have gone quiet, but the birds are even more noisy at the moment. But I'll very quickly clean, well, at least part of this window. Now I've got my tools, I've got my washer, that wets the window. These windows are very dirty, so I've got my scraper, that scrapes bits off. I've got my steel wool that gets the stubborn stains off, fine grade steel wool, I have to repeat, fine grade steel wool, and of course I've got the squeegee to remove the water and the towels to dry the edges. So they're the tools. It's like, how many was that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools. Okay, so as I said, you've got your washer. Always be careful with the scraper, careful that it doesn't scratch the window. If it's gliding smoothly, then you're okay. If it does feel like it's scraping, then I probably wouldn't use it. That did feel very good. There were little sounds, but the sounds are the little bits being scraped off, being dislodged from the window. Okay, so I've done that. I'll wet it again. Now the steel wool. All right, so once you've done all that might be left is just a little bit of touching up. Have a look around the window. There might be something that stands out from one angle and not another angle. A really useful thing to have is a little piece of dry steel wool, fine grade again. A little piece of dry, fine grade steel wool in your pocket, and you can use that to remove any stains that you sort of missed in that process of cleaning it. So in this case, there's not much left to touch up. The inside hasn't been cleaned yet. I can see stains on the inside. A little bit of paint there. All right, so I think that's it for now. I better get cracking. I've got lots of work to do, but I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it.